The sun is shining, the charcoal's burning, I'm getting sunburned, but it's all gonna be worth it. This is gonna be amazing. This childhood recipe, straight from my mum's recipe book, it's gonna be cool. Hey guys, so barbecuing and char grilling is such a big part of my family, and I wanted to share with you a really easy satay recipe. You can knock it out any day of the week. It's gonna be amazing. So I've got about 6 boneless and skinless chicken thigh fillets, and I've cut them up into small bite-sized pieces, and that'll give you about 10 to 12 skewers. If you cut them a little bit smaller, you might be able to stretch them further. I think one of the big deterrents of satay is the fact that the marinade seems really hard to do, or it takes a long time. It's really actually quite simple, and the trick to it is using curry powder. So this is pre-made curry powder, and I've got about maybe 2 heaped tablespoons in there. And the reason I use curry powder is because it already contains the turmeric, the coriander, the cumin. It's got all the spices in there already that you would need in a satay paste. So I'm just going to add that straight into the chicken. To that I'm going to add a little bit more turmeric. This adds a really beautiful yellow color, and that's about 2 teaspoons worth. I'm also going to add some really finely sliced onion. It's 1 whole onion and 2 cloves of garlic. You can use a knife or you can use a small food processor like I did. Just go straight in. To that, I'm going to season well with salt. And then just give that a really good mix. So it's best to leave this in the fridge overnight, but you could leave it for about half an hour, 45 minutes, just so those flavors start to seep in, and then you could put them straight on the grill. And to that I'm also going to add some oil. Just a few tablespoons. So the oil helps to bind all of those dry spices together, and you really get this beautiful golden paste. And it just helps to carry that flavor as well. So this is looking really fantastic. After it's marinated, we'll then skewer it onto some skewers that we've pre-soaked for at least 30 minutes in warm water. While the chicken's marinating, we're going to put together a really delicious peanut satay sauce, and this is my mom's recipe. And it's really cool because it uses this, which is tamarind pulp or paste, which I've just let down with a little bit of water, and that brings such a nice acidity and sourness to it, and it's just such a beautiful flavor, and it's very common in Southeast Asia. So to a saucepan on about medium-low heat, I'm going to add some chopped peanuts. This is chopped salted peanuts, about 1 cup, straight in. I'm just going to let that toast a little bit, just to kind of get those peanut oils going. So to that, what I'm going to do is also add some of that curry powder. It's really your best friend in this case. And so there's about a tablespoon's worth in there. I'm just going to add it straight in and mix it really thoroughly. Love that golden color. And remember that beautiful tamarind paste? It's such a dark color. It almost looks like chocolate. Look at that. Yum. Okay, so that's going straight in. So we've got the salted peanuts, we've got that sour tamarind, we've got that kind of spice from the curry powder. The only thing we're going to need to balance this out is a little bit of brown sugar. So I've got about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons. Straight in. So Asian cooking is all about balancing those flavors, balancing the sweet, the sour, the spicy, the salty, and even the bitter taste. So this is looking really good. It's really kind of chunky and it's kind of caramelizing. You can smell it. Oh shit, that's good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Smell. There you go. It's really good. Okay, so to that paste, you're going to add some water. Just add enough water so that it really kind of loosens up. You still want a bit of a thick sauce, but don't forget, the more you boil it, it will reduce down and concentrate in flavor as well. So that's about 1/2 cup in there. So it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to reduce, but again, it depends on how much water you've added. And don't forget, you could actually add like coconut water or something else to make it really interesting. This is just a very basic recipe that Mum taught me. So satay has always been like a huge part of my family. Every celebration and most of the weekends of the year, we do something either satay or char grilled. And so, you know, coming from Malaysia, this has been a real big part of my life. And it's such a simple, easy thing. And I think a lot of people would love to be able to do this at home. So it's come up to the boil, it's reduced down. It's a beautiful, chunky, peanutty, rich sauce. I'm gonna turn off the heat. Like every good cook should do. Taste. It tastes amazing. There's that balance of sweet and sour, but it needs a little bit more salt. So I'm just gonna add a little bit in. Give that another stir, just to dissolve all that salt, and give it one last taste. Damn. Whoa. I think Mum's gonna be proud. So that's the sauce done. It tastes fantastic, and now I'm gonna go skewer the satay, and then we'll chuck it on the grill. And soak the skewers for at least 30 minutes before you start skewering meat on it. Try not to overcrowd the skewers, otherwise they're gonna burn before they cook all the way through. So I'm doing about 3 pieces per skewer. Do you hear that sizzle? That's incredible. That sizzling sound, gorgeous. So this is really important, guys. Up this end, I've got a really high heat. It goes down into a medium heat and it goes down into a low heat. It means I can control how fast the chicken's cooking. This is gonna color really, really fast, but this is gonna cook all the way through down this end. So just make sure you're rotating it a little bit and just keep an eye on how fast your chicken's cooking. See some of that oil dripping off the chicken, and it hits the coal and it sizzles up, and there's this beautiful smoke, and that just kisses the chicken, and it just gives that beautiful charcoal grilled flavor. The smell is incredible right now. That smell of charcoal, the smell of the satay spices, oh, it's to die for. You know the chicken's ready when it starts to smell really, really fragrant and the chicken releases from the grill bars. Look at that, it's not sticking at all. And here's the trick, guys, and you'll see this at a lot of Malaysian satay restaurants. Group it in 3, 4, or 2, and just flip a group at a time. Look at that color. Oh my God. Seriously? That's incredible. Beautiful. Look, I love those little dark parts. You know, they're gonna add some real nice charcoal flavor. So charcoal can be a little bit hard to get all the time and to fire up and use, but you know what? You could do this on a regular gas barbecue. You could even do it under the grill in your oven or in a fry pan. I've chosen to use charcoal because A, it's my favorite way to cook anything. B, it imparts a flavor that is, you cannot match it with any other type of cooking. It is just this beautiful, you know, like Malaysian street food smell and taste, and it's awesome. It's awesome. If you haven't ever cooked on charcoal, give it a go. It's super easy. Just make sure you have a hotter zone and a cooler zone. And there you have it, guys, the most incredible chicken satay with a beautiful peanut sauce. Serve it with some cold, fresh cucumber, and you've got yourself a meal to die for. Yum! That's some good satay.